So, we were not able to make it both nights, but we did get down to Cincinnati last night for Billy Strings at this new venue. And my first time being there. Haven't actually been down there in a while. I thought that was one part of Cincinnati I thought I knew, and oh my goodness, it was a madhouse. Thankfully, I did get a heads up from a friend who was already down there. Told me it was just like insane getting in, and there was a not into the venue, but there's just a traffic jam. And to have some patience. I think he said, "Do you have some patience?" I was like, "No, I really don't have patience, but thanks for the heads up. This should help." And it did, so I knew to be prepared. Everything was smooth until you got off the highway, and you're like less than a half a mile from the venue, and that took like almost an hour. And I guess I don't know, there was something going on at Great American Ballpark. Apparently there was like another concert, something going on at the Heritage Center, and everybody arriving around the same time. We originally were going to leave. And, I hate to be this guy that's like telling you about my day. I know there's those people on .net that just tell you what they had for breakfast, what hotel their crew stayed at, where they're all from, what kind of car they're driving. I hate to do that. But, I mean, if you're going to do this Billy Strings recap, pretty much every night it's going to be like, wow, this was awesome. Another awesome show. This show was awesome. That song was awesome. So I guess it's acceptable for me in this recap anyhow. And this the Nightmare pre-show was a part of the show. It leaked in. And, so finally, somehow, some way, man, we get into the parking garage, and it's crunch time now. We left Dayton at 6:30. It's now like a little after 8 o'clock. We're pulling into the parking garage, and we're just like, we got to park and get in there. You could see the venue right there. All right, let's park. We're going to walk out here. We're going to go right there. You go in the parking garage and go down this hill, and you're just like, we're looking for spots, and just going straight and going straight and going straight. Not really thinking, just looking for a spot. And then at some point, there's like a dead end. I think we like turned left, go straight for a while, turn right and go down, and then like finally found some spots. And, then we start to walk the wrong way from the car. Just again, like we got to get there, looking at the clock. We were at least smart enough to snap a picture of where we parked, the section, got the sign in there. So we head the wrong way. We're headed to these elevators, and there's a kid there working on a golf cart, and we ask him like where we're going. At first he was like, huh, what? He like didn't even recognize the place because we were so far away apparently. And he was like, oh yeah, you're by the baseball stadium. You want to be by the football stadium. It's way over there, man, y'all. He was like, all right, you know what, hop on. He gets us on the golf cart. It's not a big golf cart for 3 people. So Mary's on my lap, holding on for dear life, and thank for this guy. I don't care if he almost killed us on this golf cart. I loved him. He was a savior. So he saves us probably a 15 to 20 minute walk out of that parking garage, and that's if we knew where we were going. I don't know that we started out going the wrong way. We may have continued doing that, and who knows how late we would have been. So he not only gets us out of the garage, he takes us to the front door of the venue and drops us off. Unfortunately, man, I only had like $4 cash on me. I mean, who's carrying cash to a concert now? And so I gave the man $4. I was like, dude, if you took credit card right now, I'd give you everything I have. You just saved our life. And, he felt good that he did something good. We got in right on time, get the tickets, get all that stuff taken care of. And right as we're finding our seats, it's like, oh, there's the section. 14 and 15, we're on the end. Okay, there's a couple chompers in our seat, but we'll take care of them geezers, no problem. So we have to settle that, and as we're like settling that, and I'm like, yeah, we got 14 and 15, he's acting like super shocked, I'm like, fuck off, man, you knew you guys were in our row. And we're supposed to be in this row. And the lights go out, they hit cold on the shoulder, a couple people bail from the section, still seems kind of crowded there. That whole crew, man, they were a mess. The guy was really nice and polite at first, welcoming everybody, acting like it was a total mistake, but they just got worse as the night went on. Finally, some sweaty, smelly dude, I guess from the floor, came up and just jumped in a section. Anytime one of us would like go to get a drink or go to the bathroom, had great spots for the bathroom too, just like perfect right there. And somebody would just jump right there and be like, sorry, seat's taken, whatever. Anyway, and the one dude was smoking cigarettes, man. That's been a while. Look, I was a guy. I smoked cigarettes at one point, but I didn't smoke cigarettes at an indoor venue when somebody's like this close to your face. And by the way, he was already crowded. He was like in my way. He kept saying, hey, man, if I crowd you, let me know. So about 7 times, man, I just kind of gave him the forearm to the shoulder. Like, dude, you're basically standing right in front of me now. And I'm just standing in front of my seat. She's in the aisle seat. I can't push her to the aisle, man. So all that nonsense was going on the whole night. And I was also thinking about, again, I'll eventually kind of get to the show, I swear. But like I said, dude, of course, everything was awesome. That's every Billy Strings review. How was it? Awesome. So then, it's kind of on my mind too. Like, dude, where did we park? How am I going to find? I think we went straight. And the whole time I'm just trying to think like, okay, when we left, what did that madman on the golf cart do? So I was kind of afraid we weren't going to find the car for a while. And I knew it was freezing cold. So I was trying to be like, it'll be all right, man. That's stuff that I always freak out about and worry about. It's never as bad as I think it is. But every now and then it would creep in a little bit, you know. But cold on the shoulder, you know. My dad, a huge Gordon Lightfoot fan. Growing up, I heard all the Gordon Lightfoot. Cold on the Shoulder, though, was not a song in his regular rotation, his own personal Gord's Gold. But Cold on the Shoulder, so I obviously immediately had to let him know that today. You know, that'll get his attention, you know. He's always, you know, for about 2 years now I've been telling him about Billy Strings and been going and seeing him, and he's finally getting there. That might get him to hop on YouTube and check out some songs. So then we get Red Daisy. I believe they just opened up with Red Daisy the other night. Then we get into some stuff that, you know, not like hits or a thing anymore, but we did get a couple of hits. Taking Water, While I'm Waiting Here. Big surprise hit of the first set was Thunder. You know, I feel like, again, just played it a few nights ago, was not expecting that. I tried not to expect too much. Was definitely hoping we would get either Tinfoil or Meet Me at the Creek. That seemed very possible. But then Thunder coming in, you know, obviously bringing the thunder. You got Royal on stage. There's always going to be some thunder involved. And then there was, we got, what was that? Oh, Ride Me High and All Fall Down in the first set, along with the big surprise. And then Hellbender in there. Everything's the same. Another one of the, again, if there was like radio hits at a time, I feel like all those songs, While I'm Waiting Here, Taking Water, Hellbender, everything's the same. Maybe not Hellbender, you know, a bit of a Hellraiser there. So then the first set ends big with All Fall Down. And checking the clock, I thought, okay, maybe everything's the same. Is going to end the first set here with a little bit of chomper Billy Strings. But after the Ride Me High and Thunder, we got one more. Billy walking around on stage going crazy with his solos. I think it was maybe the Ride Me High where they each maybe took a turn just going around the joint. And then we get into the second set, open up Home of the Red Fox. Everybody just tearing that one up, of course. Then we get Know It All and Watch It Fall back to back. Little creativity there. Billy's like, what's another song? Well, you know, that rhymes. We'll go with that. Then Highway Hypnosis. He says, let's take a ride. I looked, I was like, is this going to be a train song or does he mean Highway Hypnosis? He meant Highway Hypnosis, and it was a bit of a ride after, you know, all the big monster jams in the first set. Thought maybe, hopefully, we're at least going to get one in the second set. Again, we got like 3 more in the second set with Home of the Red Fox. They also snuck in a Peggy O in there and Dust in a Baggie. He had mentioned before, While I'm Waiting Here, about a friend in prison. I thought, anytime I hear prison, I start thinking Dust in a Baggie. Like, uh-oh. Is it going to happen? We're going to get it? Chomper in a Baggie? We did finally get that. And then Fire on My Tongue. Although Fire on My Tongue didn't really go off. Goes quickly into Drifter's Escape and then ending one more time. Billy getting all around the stage for Turmoil and Tinfoil. Giving it kind of a second go around in the Tinfoil jam. Felt like, ooh, no, don't stop now. And then they kept going, of course. Then we get a Katie Daly encore. And then all my worries, all that talk of like, hey man, don't worry, it won't be that bad. I still, you know, this other guy was like, dude, you're going to be so screwed after the show. You're never going to find your car. You guys are going to be so cold. Well, it worked out all right, man. We walked out of there. It was freezing. It was much better in the parking garage. Like I said, we took that picture and we knew we were down a level. We roll up on an elevator. I always get those confused. They're nothing alike. They take you places up and down. Kind of the same thing. So we take the elevator, and I'm like, I know we go this way, but these signs are green, man. Our sign was blue. This isn't good. I know these letters and numbers are making sense, but... And then we started to think, like, are we walking right to the car? Like, just going, like, naturally a path to the car? And sure enough, man, the green turns to blue. The numbers go down. 24, 23, we were in 17, there's the car, boom. I think it was nothing. So I kind of let it creep into the show and bother me a little bit. I don't know, I mean, it was somewhere even as early as Red Daisy, I remember thinking about it. Then Peggy O, while everybody was enjoying old Peggy O, I was like, oh no, what are we going to do? I might just take the river home. Does the river go to Dayton? No. All right, guys, boom. Thanks for listening to mostly me talk about traffic. And, also, at one point I was walking around with the hair down. I was like, man, maybe people think I'm like related to Billy. Remember when this, I'm starting to get some Billy Strings hair. Pre-haircut, Billy's hair's coming back quickly. That was the only point. I say every show's awesome, but when he cut that hair, man, I totally bailed. I was like, nope, no hair, I'm out, man. Then the pink hair phase, oh boy. As soon as the hair started growing back, I'm like, that's it, man. They're awesome again. I'm buying tickets. Okay, obviously I'm just joking. He was still cool even with pink hair. And my hair, not nearly as cool as his. Well, I don't know. That might be one thing I got on him. I don't have, some of his tattoos are cool. I was going to say, I don't have horrible tattoos. And I got great hair. Boom.